Okay, I just want to explain our top link load share system that we've got on this mulcher. Normally these mulchers pivot at this point here and all the weight sits on the rear roller, which works fine, but the trouble is it doesn't side shift very well because it's a pretty heavy mulcher and it doesn't like side shifting. So when you try to push it out to the side, especially if it's uphill, it tries to push the tractor down the hill and it's just a lot of weight trying to slide. But we're no longer using that as our pivot point. We're now using where the 3-point linkage arms connect as our pivot point. So it's just moved forward a little bit, and we've got our hydraulic top link here, and that will move in and out because it's linked to the accumulator over this side, and that allows that to move in and out, and that's how it floats instead of floating on this point here. And but not only that, at the same time you've got constant pressure taking the weight, you know, pulling this towards the tractor, which is taking the weight off that roller. So if we put a set of scales underneath that roller, I think this mulcher here weighs around about 700 kilos, and if you had a set of scales under it, obviously not all the weight sits there because you're carrying a little bit of weight up here, but I would estimate you've probably got about 600 kilos sitting on that roller. And with the accumulator you can charge that up to well, let's say hypothetically if it took 200, let's say it took 120 bar to lift it off the ground, we might charge it to about 90 or 100 bar, so that you've taken the majority of the weight but it's still sitting on the ground and can still float up and down to follow your contours. But then the difference is when you hit the side shift, it side shifts easily. When you hit an obstacle, you know, whether it be the rotor or the roller hits a rock, it lifts up over the rock easily. You haven't got 600 kilos of metal hitting against that obstacle. That the weight of that metal is reduced down to probably about 100 kilos. Also, when the tractor goes to turn, you know, if the tractor turns to the right, this swings to the left, it makes the tractor turn a lot easier. Makes the traction better of the tractor, so you've got more weight on the wheels of the tractor and less weight back here. Everything just performs a lot better. So I'm just going to start it up now and side shift it, and you'll just see how easily it side shifts. I'll do it once with the accumulator set, or with the load share set, and then I'll turn it off and you can see the difference. The other thing it's going to do for us is while we're transporting, it gives us suspension. So the linkage is solid, but the top link can float with that cushioning effect and give us the suspension to make it ride along, just travel nicely along the road. Also, when we move from this position out to the work position, it automatically lowers, because as it comes out further from the tractor, it then feels heavier and then and lowers the suspension. So I'll just show you how that works now. So it automatically comes into the right working position as you extend it. Up here, this valving is possibly more elaborate than needs to be for some tractors, because we only had 2 double acting remotes here, which may be quite common, and rather than fit a third one to the tractor, we've got a diverter valve here to operate this. And here's our pressure, which is easily visible from the cab. You just set that and forget it, basically. And also we've got another button in the cab. By powering up the right coils here, allows us to move the cylinder in and out, makes it easy for connecting and disconnecting. So this top link load share system is a patented idea belonging to Hillside Tractors Australia. It can work on any mulcher of this type. It also works on mowers or mulchers, other implements where you have a set of rollers at the front and a set of wheels or rollers at the back. You'll see that on other machines that we have, like the Howard Condor on the BM tractor, and the Ilma M2 mowers on the Carraro tractors where we're pushing them. It has the same effect there. And this is our patented design, and it's we're interested to talk to any companies who would like to work with us on this project.